and we just couldn't make the connection. We were trying to get a shot, just didn't get it.
Getting a little better looks, or is that just a great player trying to get?
No, she got going. She got to the free throw line a couple times. We had a player that she scored on, I think, that somebody fell down on, and those things are good. But I mean, then that's a good player.
Yeah, and just kind of to go off of that, I guess let's talk about your guys' defensive job for on Jewel throughout most of the game, holding her to I think 4 points until the final few minutes of the game.
Yeah, she went from 4 to 16 in a hurry. Got to the free throw line. I think that was, excuse me. Lord. Then that got her. I think sometimes when you're struggling, getting to the free throw line helps you out. And it kind of gave her a chance to see the ball go through the net too.
And then I thought Shakira Austin, first playoff game ever, she really had a big impact for you guys. And talk about her performance.
Yeah, she's kicking herself right now. She knows she missed a couple shots she thought she could make. But first playoff game and going head to head with good players. I thought she did a commendable job the first game.
With the score like George, you almost worry when she starts that slowly that kind of do.
I don't worry about that as much as you hold your breath and wonder, but you're going to give up something, and I don't think there's an easy thing that you can say, well, we held her down. Do we have to do something different? I don't think that was it. We had good players. She worked a little harder. She capitalized a little bit on a couple mistakes we made on, help a little bit or we got caught just like they did in some switches that neither team are comfortable with, but you don't want to get people, wide open looks either. I just thought that, we gave her and a couple others some looks at threes we probably wouldn't want to get, and yet they shot less threes than they normally do. So that's probably a little bit more like playoff basketball. It's a little bit more grinded out. Both teams are so good defensively that they made each other work, and that you say both teams are good defensively, and both teams probably shot better than they normally do because the best players stepped up on both teams.
All right, Coach, we're going to head over to Zoom. We'll start with Jen.
Hey, Coach, with Elena having 8 points, I think it was in the first half, and then kind of going off in the second, was that a concerted effort to get her more shots? And kind of what did you see from her in that stretch where she really took over?
It was concerted in the sense that we knew certain spots that we were seeing them even kind of double team her before she caught it. So we tried to put her in positions in the second half where she could catch it without an immediate double team, sometimes at the elbows, sometimes on the perimeter. Her post touches most of the time, they were going to come with some sort of a double team. What we did a better job of in the second half was she would kick it out. We would go right back to her sometimes as they were leaving from the original double team. But she also put them in a position where she was facing up and was able to drive it at them where she could see where the help was coming from. I thought she did a good job of finding people. She had 5 assists and probably could have had 7 or 8. We missed some open opportunities on passes out of the double teams.
And then just how much did that, I know she wasn't hitting threes, but how much did that look like a, vintage Elena aside from that to you?
Yeah, your best player gets 26 points in a playoff game against a good team and has 5 assists. She's probably, unhappy not making threes, but I can't ask much more than the effort we got. And I can't ask much more from our team in the effort. We got to, make a couple smarter plays. A couple people didn't have the shooting game that, we kind of need them to have. If we make those shots on Sunday, then, we can walk out here with a win. If we don't, we won't.
Thanks, Coach.
We'll go to Tyler.
Hey, Coach. Jen asked you about in pregame about how important it is to come off to a strong start in game one. You laid out a bunch of different details. Kind of what is it after tonight of how you guys performed in this environment?
I mean, I don't have a lot of complaints about the overall effort. I thought, we could have moved the ball maybe a little bit quicker. I thought we had to make maybe a few too many one-on-one plays. And, I think that slowed us down. I think we get caught, and both teams tried to make the other team do that. Not get that nice rhythm to passing the basketball that they've had for the last couple of weeks. And, we've tried to get with our team. And so the game, when it gets into those one-on-one things, can you drive it the right direction to draw an extra defender to get an open three? Can you space the floor exactly the way you want to? I don't think we did a few times. I don't think they thought they did early, but I think late in the game, they did a better job of that.
Thank you, Coach.
What M. Adler?
Hey, Coach, I just wanted to ask, Gabby Williams starting off on Natasha Cloud. It seemed like there was a big difference in terms of Cloud's ability to get downhill, depending on whether Gabby was shooting the gaps or coming over the screens. Was there a concerted effort to sort of make Gabby chase in order to get, Cloud getting downhill, or was that just sort of how the game went?
I thought we had a little bit early, and Natasha was trying to get everybody else involved, and maybe it doesn't happen at the start, but then as the first half went along, and I think she'll tell you that we saw some driving gaps that she could get to, and she exploited them in the first half. We were able to get the penetration we wanted quite a bit. I mean, I have no complaints with that.
Great, thank you.
Wayne?
Hey, Coach. I know Tasha's knee was a little bit sore, but how do you talk about her effort tonight and how she feeling post game?
I didn't hear the last part of that.
And how she feeling? I guess in your
you can ask her how she's feeling. She's probably hard, not so pissed. I mean, this time of the year is sore, some more than others, and the great players, go through all that, and we have players on our team doing it. I'm assuming they'll probably have a couple. You're probably more sore after a loss than a win sometimes. But we expect to win no matter who shows up and how they feel, and that's the way it is. And the same will apply when we get ready for Sunday.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Coach. All set. Thank you very much.
All right.
What is the biggest takeaway, biggest difference from your perspective? As everyone got away from you late.
I mean, we talked about it when we knew this series was happening. Both teams are so evenly matched. If you look at the numbers, it's probably like something you've never seen in history. And we spoke about whoever does the little things is going to win the series, and the little things will turn into the big things. And I think down the stretch, we had some key rebounds that we missed. There were times we didn't get the ball where it needed to be, or just, we're careless with the ball at times. And they're a great team. They're playing in an awesome arena. Like, you kind of have to pause for a little. This is fun. Like, this is great. I love it here, but I think the biggest thing though is like, yes, it hurts. We're all feeling it. Like, there are so many more things we all could have done. You can feel that, but it's a quick turnaround, and we have to figure out what we need to do, regroup, and come back and give it another shot on Sunday.
Gosh, I'm sure you're pissed, like Mike said, you played so well throughout, and then one tough turnover at the end. Could you take us through that sequence, please?
Yeah, I mean, if I was a younger player, I would, be hanging my head a lot more. But the reality is that, that one turnover didn't decide the game. We made mistakes before that. But I do need to take care of the ball down the stretch. That's my job, is to put us in successful situations. So it's a tough one. But like E just said, we got a quick turnaround. That's the beauty of it, is we get to play another game. So we're gonna, feel this, be where our feet are now, shower, wash it off, and then leave it here at the gym. And we're gonna come back. We're gonna do it the hard way, and we're gonna take it back to DC. And I'm gonna give you a guaranteed facts period again. Let's do
Here
it.
she goes.
But we're very evenly matched. But I think for majority of the game, we showed that we can win, and it's the little things down the stretch that we just need to be more intentional with.
Last one from me. What changed as Jewel got hot? It seemed like they were doing something different, or was that just a great player getting hot?
No, great player getting hot. She made tough shots down the stretch. We knew that they were going to go to her. And that's just on me. I promise you I'm going to be better next game.
And then Elena, talk about your performance. Obviously 26 points game
Yeah.
and then also just the battle going against Brianna Stewart. She had the double and you guys are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I mean, she's a great player. She poses a lot of challenges guarding her defensively. She moves all the time. So it's certainly a challenge for me and one that I'm excited about. I feel like in this body that I've worked on for so long, I play so much better defense now. So before, I don't think I'd have this matchup. So proud of myself to be in this position. And she's a phenomenal player. You just have to try to make every shot as tough as you can.
And then for either of you, Shakira Austin's very first playoff game ever. I thought she had a huge positive impact for you guys down low. Just talk about her.
Shakira's been great for us all year. She's been our X factor in a lot of different ways. And the crazy part is she hasn't even scratched the surface of her potential yet. So to come in to have a solid game that she had, we're very proud of her. But there's more that we can all do, and there's more that Shakira can do and show. And so that's the exciting part going in the next game. But I think to come in, get her, jitters out, the playoff jitters for a rookie season. We're playing in a really tough arena. For her to show up the way that she did tonight, we're proud of her.
Elena, can you speak to the physicality of the games that just the playoffs, or did it feel a little bit more?
No, I feel like it was very much just playoffs. Refs allowing us to play a little bit. But that's what you expect in the playoffs. You want to be able to be physical. That's what you're looking for. And you also don't want to watch free throws all game. Like fans don't want to see that. So yeah, I feel like it was a great physical game. Everybody kind of ups the physicality when it comes to the playoffs.
This wasn't the outcome you guys wanted, but what are the positives you can take out of this? What are those kind of small adjustments that you feel like you really executed well today?
I thought our offense was flowing a lot better today. I know that was a point of emphasis for us this last week, and using those two indie games to really work on ourselves and find our identity offensively, actions that we wanted to go to, implementing new plays. So the ball moved well. Defensively, we finished as the #1 defense in the league. That was our goal. I thought we were really solid up until that fourth quarter when we let a few rebounds get away from us and gave them second chance opportunities. So I think minor adjustments that we need to make too offensively. We got a little stagnant towards the ends, and we can't be stagnant. We got to get them moving side to side. And when we get them moving side to side, we take advantage of their switching and their mismatches. So just being more intentional in those last few minutes and really locking into what we want to do on both sides of the floor.
And then two teams who were so evenly matched, how did the crowd help Seattle maybe pull that one out tonight, and what impact did that have, especially in the fourth quarter?
I mean, they were quiet for majority of the game and then jumped on when the fourth quarter started coming. So it's a great arena to play in. I love this environment. We love this environment. We talked about, Elena sent us a video today of Kobe's mama mentality on the road and being road warriors. So we embraced it. The crowd didn't affect us at all. I thought we were really locked in for 40 minutes. It's just, again, making those minor adjustments that we need to make, worrying about ourselves and not about anything else.
All right, I'll go to Zoom for a couple questions. We'll start with Jen.
Hey, Elena. Hey, Tosh.
So, Jen.
Okay.
For both of you, in that stretch where Elena just kind of took over the game, Elena, what was working for you in that stretch? And Tosh, what does it feel like for you when she starts cooking like that?
Bah. The GOAT, period. I'll start first. Elena's the best player in the world. I don't care what anyone says, but to go through what she went through with her back, to put in the hours and work and time and frustrations and all that she did to be where she is today, back in the playoffs. It's a testament to her. It's a testament to the people that were around her to help her get on the floor. But this is Elena Delle. This is what she does. I've been blessed to play with her for how many years we've been together now? 4 or 5.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's a blessing to be able to step on the floor with her every single night, and even more impressive that she is going through what she's going through and she's still able to be the GOAT.
I feel like we started to change the pace and move the ball side to side. And when that happened, it opened up some driving lanes and areas where I could attack and they couldn't send the double as easily. And, you know, just trying to move and get the ball in different places. So it's not just so predictable as to where they should send the double team from. But I think too, I don't know, I think I got to find a way to keep others involved. So in moments down the stretch where it's like doubles, triples, and finding people they feel confident and ready to shoot. But I can promise you, I will pour into everyone and we'll be ready to go.
And how's your shot feeling? I understand your dad was helping you earlier in the week.
Yeah, it feels great. Anytime
We love Mr. Delle.
My
I love
dad
Mr. Delle. Mr. Delle, I love you
stop it.
so much. Very handsome.
Yeah, see, he just brings good juju all around.
You can work on my shots, Mr. Delle.
Next
She
question.
hates that.
You're the worst. Oh my God.
I'm sorry,
Mute
answer the
her
question.
mic. Mute her mic.
We'll go to Tyler.
Hey, Elena. Hey, Tosh. In that first half, Elena, about 2 minutes left to go before the half, you kind of, like Jen said, you kind of took it over. But is there anything that the defense was doing early in that first half that either gave you pause and you kind of had to figure it out, or were you just able to finally hit your marks and get your shots going there at the end of the first and then going into the second?
I mean, they were just jamming me and, you know, obviously not helping off of me, but then also sending some doubles. And when we're stagnant and predictable on offense, it makes it really hard for me to get open. So we were able to kind of just attack a little bit better, move the ball side to side, and then the floor opens up from there. But we can also make them pay for playing that way. And I think after seeing it tonight, like, people will be confident, people are going to attack more, and then you have to come out of the defense. So we'll figure out ways to kind of make it a little bit different. But, you know, I have all the confidence in this team that we'll come back, we'll bounce back, we'll learn from it, and we'll continue to attack.
It's funny that you say confidence because Mike says that's what you're able to bring when you play in the game. And for Tosh, I'm curious, what's that confidence like having Elena be at full strength and be able to play when, I mean, you were a part of the team where she wasn't in a position to be able to do what she does tonight?
Yeah, her confidence is infectious, and I think Elena does a really good job of leading. I'm the loudmouth, but Elena just leads by example, leads by vocality when she needs to. And I think when you have, you know, her confidence and poise on the floor, it always makes us better, and it trickles down to everyone else. So we're just going to continue to follow her. You know, we go as she goes.
Thank you both.
Thanks.
We'll go to Christos.
Hello, ladies. Hope you're doing well, first of all. Elena, Natasha said before that you are the GOAT, you are the best player in the world. That confidence that your teammates have to you on and off the floor, what does it mean for you, especially at this stage of the season in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot that they trust in me and have faith in me. I think what's meant the most to me is like how they stuck through it when there were moments where it was like, is this girl ever going to play on our team again? Like, is she ever going to play basketball again? So the moments where they poured into me then, that certainly is what has meant the absolute most to me. Like, aside from the game of basketball, like that was the game of life. And I'm grateful for people like Tosh,
I love you,
who, yeah, who had my back and gave me so many words of encouragement when I needed it the most.
And for you, Natasha, what would you like to improve, but on your game in game 2?
That was directed at me. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, what would you like to
Um,
improve on your game?
I need to do a better job of getting our teammates involved. I don't think there's been a game where it might be one other game where I've had one assist. So finding shooters, instilling confidence in shooters like Alicia Clark, who we need to shoot the ball. So finding her, getting her some easier shots. Same with Ariel Atkins and Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, who can be big for us coming off the bench. And then just taking care of the ball. I never like to see 4 turnovers. And one of the turnovers came during a really big moment in the game. But just carrying over my confidence too. I knew that Seattle, most teams are going to make me score the ball, and I need to take that challenge on. And I think I did tonight. It's just getting my other teammates involved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christos.
All right, all set, guys. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
you.